the sales would just like randomly drop off, and we're like, what the heck's going on? 2 months after, it was our biggest month of the year, right?
You get paid while just you sitting here from music you made months, years ago. If you don't have a company to register your publishing with, you're just losing out on that money.
Dropbox folder or screen recordings, and then eventually, yeah, both just sent their numbers. Sweet. Traveling, making music, meeting people.
Content. And we did this with Brazil, man. We were just like, yes, let's go, 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 go.
Just sort of switched, and then Lil Tecca used a Nemzzz type beat. Nemzzz used the Nemzzz type beat.
This is something that we realized this year that is complete sauce. Today we're going to be giving you a recap of how 2024 went for International. This was the second year of actually running International and the first full year of going full time on it. We've listed out all of the wins we got this year, and we've figured out exactly what actions and the specific things we did to get those wins and make the progress we've made. So basically you can learn from everything we've done, see what worked well for us, and learn from our lessons.
And then we're going to talk about 2025, our plan of attack, and how we expect to increase our income, our placements, our network, our brand, and just everything by as much as possible.
We'll just go over the wins we had in 2024. First thing was we calculated it with the Nemzzz J.I thing. We got 9.4 million streams on all the songs we produced this year. I think 3 songs go over 1 mil.
Yes.
Yeah, and then just a bunch of other songs adding up. Yeah, 4,000 new subscribers on this channel that we're on right now. 3K new followers on Instagram. That's actually a decent amount for a year. We made 23K off beats, collab sales, beat sales, all that stuff. So obviously it was more than we made last year, and it's increasing every month. So that was pretty good.
And besides the music that actually came out, we got snippets with Lil Tecca, Nemzzz, and J.I. Pretty cool to have.
All in one year. Like, even those snippets aren't the craziest thing.
It's good to have.
And they still have potential to be released, so there's that. The other thing was Spotify artist profile we created this year, and we have a few songs on there. We have a song with over 1 mil on there. That's another win.
Yeah. And then especially towards the end of this year, or the end of 2024, we started to get some good phone numbers from good producers, so we're able to just actually start sending music out with a purpose to people, and
more industry focused.
More industry focused, with the chances of going to bigger and better artists, which is always good.
Bro, there's a fly like buzzing right here. I reckon I'll get him out.
He's out.
He's out?
Yeah.
Too hot. 22 degrees today, boys. That was the 2024 wins. Are you happy with that? Pretty good, right?
Yeah. It's good for the first full year of going all in.
It's cool, but we're not satisfied with that. I mean, you'll never be. But there's definitely a lot more to come next year, and we're going to talk about that. The first thing we kind of realized is that this goes for basically every achievement we made this year, is that we've worked every single day. There hasn't been a day where we haven't done something to contribute to a part of the business, you know?
No.
Like, how many samples did we make this year?
Just over 600 now.
Easily over 1 a day.
Yeah.
Not taking any breaks. What contributed to us getting the placements?
Every single one of our songs that came out in 2024 was music produced in 2023 that we did.
For real?
Yeah, samples. So it was 3 sample packs we posted in 2023 and samples we sent out in 2023.
I think that says a lot. But really, think about the music we're making now, which is just better in general, where that could go in a couple years from now.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing, actually. Other than the free sample packs, we religiously sent out stuff. I put on average twice a week.
Yeah, probably.
And consistently adjusting who we send to, finding new people all the time. Like, sometimes taking people off is also good.
If people are putting out of key 808s in your samples, you don't want to be sending them.
Yeah, because it kind of ruins the value of your music.
The music you're making today most likely won't even be used on a song for at least a year. And
Facts.
so you just gotta stay
wild.
in it. It is. A year comes around quicker than you think. And then if you're working all the way through until that song's come out, you've got all this new music you've got that's gonna be coming out, you know, over the next few months. And it just gets to a point where you've been making music for so long, so there's just always new music coming out.
Yeah. The next thing you make could change your life in a year and a half from now, even. Putting free sample packs out, that definitely helped us get a lot of the placements in that 9.4 million streams. And sending our samples out, getting them on type beats, because a lot of those placements in the 9.4 million streams were probably type beats, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
4,000 new subscribers on our YouTube channel. That was literally just making a video and posting it every single week. This year we really focused on move away from copying people and finding our own lane. So definitely we experimented with titles more. And oftentimes when you go with your gut feeling, I find with thumbnails and titles and ideas, it really works out for you. Everyone's going to relate with this. The amount of people you see on YouTube who absolutely rip off like Carvy's videos, for example. If everyone's doing the same thing, no one wants to watch a video that's like Carvy's if it's not Carvy. I mean, it makes no sense. Just that consistency got us 4,000 new subscribers, yeah.
And that probably translated into the Instagram followers too.
That's right. Actually, the whole year we were real big on moving people over to our Instagram through the video. You'll notice at the end of our videos, we'll be like, go check out the Instagram, daily updates. Anything else you think in terms of growing our audience this year? We did do the cook-ups for a while, to be fair.
Oh yeah, true.
We stopped the cook-ups now, but we were uploading a cook-up video, so a video of us making a beat every single day for probably about 10 months. A lot of that was done in 2024. That definitely translated to some followers, some sound kit sales, some YouTube subs as well. All right, in terms of income, what went into that, bro? What do you think?
Firstly, making better music, growing the brand. I feel like that's part of it, because if people know your name, it's like subconsciously they're more likely to use your stuff because they want to. Like, people know you.
Even if it's just like a 5% increase.
Yeah, it's all worth it. Staying consistent with sending out, reevaluating the lists, finding new people to send to.
Actually, I think the brand was bigger than 5% because if you think about it, most of the money was from collab sales, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to connect with the YouTube type beat guys that were making the most sales, our brand definitely helped getting in the DMs with them to then send them samples. So yeah, something that helped us grow our income was finding different niches we could send to with the same samples. So this is Source. Find genres where they use pretty much similar sounding beats and samples, and your music can go a lot further than you think.
Yeah.
Even people want to experiment. Like a drill guy might be able to use like a reasonably fast trap loop, and it might sound really unique because it's not traditionally a drill sample. That's something we really focus on this year. And a couple times this year, we've done like reevaluating our whole list. Do you want to talk about that?
One, like the sales were just like randomly sort of drop off and we're like, what the heck's going on? And two, where people would just like stop adding us on BeatStars. We'd get way less people adding us, maybe same amount of people adding us, but the people who actually get us sales just stop, and we're like, geez. So sometimes we need to actually start thinking about the kinds of samples we're sending to people, but then also just go through the list, making sure they're not going to spam, because that was actually one of the issues we had kind of recently, a few months ago.
Yeah, that was a big
We found out we had lots of our emails going to spam, so we ended up just going through, checking everybody who didn't open our stuff, and we'd message them as well, and we'd be like, have you guys been getting our emails? And then, we'd talk about it and be like, I'll send your beats back, by the way, we've got opportunities. Would send the artists we're sending to, and it's like a sort of a value exchange.
I think this is important, right? There's a fine line between trusting the process and being like, okay, yeah, this month the sales are down, maybe it's normal for everyone, and being very proactive and being like, okay, the sales are down, let me see what's happening. Am I not making the right sound for people? Am I going to spam? You do need to trust the process. Sometimes just shit's not going your way. You also need to jump on things and be like, why isn't that working?
Yeah.
One thing that I think everybody should do, I'll get your opinion on this, track where all your money is coming from. So we have a finance tracker. Whenever we get a sound kit sale, we'll put it down in sound kits, what product it was, how much it was. And then if we get a collab sale, we'll put the seller, the name of the beat, how much it was. We'll put our YouTube AdSense, we'll put all the different income streams. By doing that, you start to see the trends.
Yeah.
So you'll see, holy shit, this month maybe 40% of our collab sales were from like 2 guys.
Yeah.
So then you'll really just focus on those guys. Or this one sound kit you did sold way more than 3 of your other sound kits. So then you figure out, why do people really like that sound kit? And then you take those listens into your next sound kit. Track where the money's coming from, track what beats are getting sold heaps, see the trends.
It'll help you to figure out what to do.
Definitely.
Even that list reevaluation thing that we did a few months ago, the month after or 2 months after, it was our biggest month of the year, right? In terms of collab sales.
Can't be a coincidence.
It was the biggest collab sales that we'd ever had, actually.
When we decided, okay, what's happening? Being proactive, man.
Sometimes it's the little tedious tasks that you're like, maybe it might do something, maybe it might not. Just do them anyway. You'll find out if it works or not.
We mentioned this year one of the wins was getting those phone numbers from like the decently sized industry guys. That has been really valuable this year. What led to getting those numbers was the brand, because DMing them, they always saw we had something on our story they could check, and then our page looks pretty good. So that definitely helped the replies. And then also, it's kind of just a numbers game.
2 guys that I've got in mind, the history is pretty much the same. So it's like a message or a voice message, just like letting them know who we are, we want to work with you. They like the message, don't say anything, and they'll be like, send another voice message or a text, be like, yo, can we send some stuff through? And then sometimes it'll just be seen or liked and they wouldn't say anything. And then we'd like send some music, like a Dropbox folder or screen recordings. We do it a few times. Probably a combination of the fact that we're actually a decent size on Instagram, and we got stuff going for us, as well as the samples that we were sending, and then eventually both just sent their numbers. Sweet.
I think the fact that we're not scared to put ourselves on camera helps a lot, because maybe even those big guys that give us their numbers went on our link tree, went on our YouTube, they see us just talking to the camera, they might fuck with it, they might not. This is something that we realized this year that is complete source, okay? And you touched on it. With those big guys that we've been networking with this year, we didn't stop sending. But this is the ultimate source, and it's been working really well for us. So when you do get in the DMs with the connect, which can be done with like a voice message, that's hella valuable because, you know, it's intriguing when people see a voice message in their requests. But from there, whenever you get that kind of step into the door with those guys, start sending them stuff and don't stop.
Yeah.
And fuck it work. But you need to have good music, and you need to think of ways to make it easy for them to work with you and get value out of you. So maybe it's not sending a Dropbox link, maybe it's sending a screen recording of a sample or a screen recording of a beat to an artist so they can just hear straight away. So it's giving them the option to also deny you as well quickly. If they listen to your beat or sample and they don't reply, that's cool, move on to the next. But it also gives them the option to, if they do like it, then they could be like, okay, just send to this email, this number, or send me a Dropbox link. But yeah, make it really easy for them.
Once you've secured the number or like any email or whatever, first of all, if you're sending good music and a lot of it to somebody, you're increasing the chances that they're going to use it. And then also if you're doing it over months and months, even like if it gets to years, most people, if it's good music, they're going to see you. This guy's been sending to my number good music for flipping ages. So this guy's a G, you know? And lastly, the snippets.
There's no like secret thing we did to get the snippets, to be honest.
Yeah, Lil Tecca type beat, Nemzzz type beat, J.I, free sample pack.
There you go.
People can see this and find out there was like a type beat or a free sample pack and say it's luck. I would agree, but at the same time, you create your luck. You create your luck by putting your music out there, sending to people. Obviously, your luck's gonna have a higher chance of happening if you're everywhere. Yeah.
And a lot of people asked us about how we got our Spotify artist profile this year. That was literally just because we work with Brazilians, and Brazilians like to include the producers on the songs as artist names. Yeah. It's cool. You're also gonna get paid less if you work with like South American countries and stuff, but that's another topic.
Yeah, it just depends how much the Spotify subscription is in the country.
Yeah, that's right. Next part of the video, okay? 2025, what are we gonna do this year, bruv, to 10x all the wins? I'll start. Our own type beats. That's the first thing we're going to be focusing on a lot in 2025. We already started 2 type beat channels at the end of 2024. We haven't really made any sales off them yet. We're going to stay consistent with these, keep improving the quality of the beats, and bring us another income stream, which is more in our control, because obviously with collab sales, as soon as you send it off, you have to just sit there and pray. But with our own beats, we have a little bit more control, especially with 2 type beat channels. Obviously, we're still fighting with the algorithm. With consistency and quality, next year, I think it's going to be a good year for type beats for us.
Yeah. And then we got, secondly, focusing on making music that we like and want to hear. When you make music that you actually like, first of all, you enjoy making it more, and it doesn't feel as much as a chore. Like, you're not making something for somebody just because you've got an opportunity there. And also, for example, last year when we started sort of moving into the Nemzzz space with our samples,
which is music we like.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, this is cool. And then everything around that just sort of switched. And then, you know, a few months later, Lil Tecca used a Nemzzz type beat, Nemzzz used the Nemzzz type beat. Just where you put your energy into things you like, it just makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. And next year, we're going to focus on doing that more, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we genuinely find interest in sounds and stuff, within reason, we'll start to make that music. You know, you don't want to spread yourself too thin and do a shit ton of genres. There you go. Next, we're going to lock in with more individuals. So this is individual producers, obviously, and more so, I think, individual artists.
Yeah.
Those kind of bonds with individuals where you work on like a whole project with them are very valuable.
Lock in more is in like, just lock in harder with the people we're already working with. So like, with individuals, we want to keep that circle tight so we're actually able to put effort and energy and thought into what we're doing with these people.
Also, like kind of exclusivity in that. By working with more individuals, we might actually be sending them full just exclusive samples.
Yeah.
Or we might send a full exclusive beat to an artist. Next.
So just continue to learn, get better at making samples and beats.
Yep, big one.
Goes without saying, but just
naturally happens, you know?
Yeah, staying consistent, just trying to create music every single day, and naturally you're going to get better. You're not even going to realize you're getting better, but over time.
I often think about, bro, when your music's so good, if it is crazy, it's almost easy mode. As long as you're putting it out there, if it's really, really good music, it's like you're playing on easy mode. And if it's unique to you as well.
Nico,
you know?
Byron's a good example of that.
Like, you don't have to do too much if you are sick at making your own sound and it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
2025, look for more places to outsource and automate different tasks in the business. We only just started doing little bits in 2024 by like getting a guy to do a landing page for us. We're going to look for places where we can just pay someone to do something for us if it saves us time, because that's just the essence of scaling. Refine our skills daily. Actual kind of real life skills like practicing the piano, which we both do every day. Even if you're playing the MIDI and shit.
Keyboard,
guitars, saxophone, our vocals, our creativity, so many little skills, but this stuff's so important for the future when you're in studio sessions, for your samples and beats, everything. It's almost impossible to max out a skill. So there's always progress to be made with anything.
Travel.
More travel, bro.
More travel. Travel.
International.
We've learned 1, in-person connection's the best. 2, man, traveling is just sick. And especially when you're doing it for your job, in our case, music, bro. I feel like nobody else would get to have an experience like that, eh? Traveling, making music, meeting people. It's mad.
But full proactive trips, full business trips. We don't really fuck around on the trips. Yeah. They're all business expenses, which is
tax
good.
write-off.
Yeah, content is mad. Mainly for the networking kind of side, eh?
Yeah.
The amount of even small guys we met overseas, which ended up in something. Whenever we travel, and we're looking at going to London next year, we just want to be saying yes to basically everything. And we did this with Brazil, man. We were just like, yes, let's go the whole time. That pays off, man. Being bold and just going to do shit. The next thing is we're going to continue uploading on this channel, of course. I think we're probably going to keep going for every 6 days or so. Continue to improve the videos, keep dropping more source, more lessons we learn along this road, and just continue growing this brand, continuing to grow international as like a name there. And then kind of off that, maintaining a strong presence on Instagram, which we already do. We've done that for the past 2 years, but we're just going to continue to do that. Actually, next year, I think it's going to be still a strong presence, but almost in a little bit more of a minimalist way. You know, the whole post and everyday thing was good for a while.
Yeah, I feel it's good to get the Instagram going.
But we're kind of getting past that stage a little bit. We'll probably upload 6 stories a week, but some days it'll be like 3 or 4, and some days we won't upload a story. We're not going to kick ourselves anymore if we don't have something sick to put on our story. You know, we're not going to force anything out now, but we definitely still think in the early days, you want to just be constantly on people's feeds.
The bigger you get, you know, the bigger the reputation is that you got to uphold. Yeah, you want to be posting valuable stuff, more scarce.
Next year, we're definitely thinking a lot more long-term, quality over quantity, I think. Not doing any settling for less or trying to jump on things quickly, because again, we know where we're going to be, so we don't need to. I'm just going to give an example. Comment all over a snippet like prod by us, we don't care.
Yeah,
we don't care that people know we produce this.
They'll know soon.
Yeah, they'll know soon. Exactly.
Got making 6 sound kits, just making them stacked, even better than the last one we did. Basically, the goal with that, provide people with 6 sounds, and then also start building up our global audio, everything on the sound products.
Yeah. Next, register all our songs. We started doing this in 2024, but we're going to become even more religious with it. This is our publishing. I guarantee there's a lot of producers out there who aren't registering all their songs with publishing. We use BeatStars Publishing. It works really well. If you don't have a company to register your publishing with, you're just losing out on that money. Register all your songs. Whenever you find a song with your beat, your sample, find the names, register on BeatStars Publishing, send it off. You can check on your Sony account. Yeah, we've started to get some money from publishing, which is sick. And next year, we're expecting this to just compound. And even like songs with 20k streams, 10k streams, could be like a couple of dollars every month. Next year, we expect those checks to start to become a lot thicker. Because how sick is royalties, bro? You get paid while you're just sitting here from music you made months, years ago.
Yeah.
It's so sick. That's pretty much it, man. Throughout the year, we're going to be adapting stuff, right?
Yeah.
2025 is going to be an interesting year. It's going to be an even better year for us and for all of you guys.
As long as you're hustling, no breaks.
Hopefully there's some value in there for you guys. Oh no, there was.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, there was, bro. Yeah. Stay tuned on the YouTube. We're going to be posting videos all throughout this year. Whenever we learn stuff throughout this, we drop all the game on the videos, boys. So make sure you keep coming back to these. Check out our Instagram. Let's go, bro. 2025. Cheers for watching, boys. We'll see you in the next one.
New year, new me.
Yeah, new year, new me. I'm gonna go gym for like 2 days and then quit.